What's happening, guys? It is Wednesday, so you know what that means. It is Elseworlds. Welcome to Elseworlds. I am your host, Kyle Arkham. This is where I take an Elseworlds story and I break it down, but I'll give you. Well, I don't break it down. Well, I do break it down, but I do give you the gist of the book. I spoiled Batman Earth 1 last week, and I got one fan to try to pick it up. And I hope he does, because it's a great read. But today we're going to do something a little bit different on Elseworlds. We're going to be talking about Green Arrow, the Longbow Hunters, written by Mark Grell. And, people in the comment section, I know they're going to be like, hey, this ain't an Elseworlds story. This continued from here to then. Well, you know what I mean. Well, technically, this was an Elseworlds story, but it was so damn popular, they're like, well, you know what, let's have Mark Grell just continue with this series. But originally, the Longbow Hunters is an Elseworlds story, so it qualifies. So it was either a tie between this or Year 1, and I didn't know if Year 1 was an Elseworlds story, because it's just the origin. Like, Batman Year 1 wasn't an Elseworlds story, but it's a graphic novel now, so it could be an Elseworlds story, but it's the origin of Batman. You see what I'm doing? It's very confusing with the Year 1s. Oh, speaking of, I got some comic book news, and I'm going to be doing that on our new show, which I'll be calling, oh my god, I'll do an update after this, but whatever. Let's get into Elseworlds. Okay, let's break it down. Okay, the story is, Green Arrow is turning 55, I think, which is an age that no one ever gets in the DC universe because of Dan DiDio, but he's turning 50 or 43, I think it's somewhere around there. It's past 30 at least, because, you know, comic book characters cannot go over 30. It's bullshit. But anyway. The story is that Green Arrow, he's Oliver Queen and Dinah Lance. Dinah Lance are moving out of Star City. They're moving to Seattle, because I'm guessing Green Arrow's getting fucking tired of the shit in Star City. So he's gonna go to Seattle. Now, okay, so he opens up she or he, both of them open up a flower shop called Sherwood Florist. Now, if you're a freaking Robin Hood fan, this is a total fucking, like, yeah, this is Robin Hood. Like, you would be confused. Like, this would straight up, if you give someone this, you'd be like, oh, it's a modern day take on Robin Hood. Well, it might as well be, because that's pretty much what it is. And it's a great story, though. But, and you can see here, this is the first time ever, this is where it came from, that Green Arrow dons the hood. Like, this is where he put on the hood instead of the cap. I know everyone loves the cap, but I can literally not see Green Arrow without a hood. Like, I love the cap. It's so iconic. But I like the hood too, so. And the hood's more practical. If you really think about it, the hood's more practical because it's a domino mask, and that damn cap ain't covering up much. So, if anybody had a brain between them two in comic books, they would fucking realize, oh my god, you're Oliver Queen. Like, when Batman has a full-on cowl, and Superman wears glasses, which everyone's fucking retarded, and they can't tell. Well, you know, Clark also does a bunch of things to, you know, make sure he's not Superman. But we're not talking about Superman. Well, we were going to talk about Superman, but no, we're talking about Green Arrow. Okay, back to the story. Dinah's going undercover with the Yakuza to try to bust them up, and she gets kidnapped. Oliver has to go save her, and in the process, he kills a man, supposedly, because there's a new character who we'll get into a minute. Shot an arrow. They both shot an arrow. Character was there, but she was like there, but Green Arrow was there, but it wasn't implied that Green Arrow shot her. But he fucking shot that guy who was about to kill Black Canary. And it's these guys that the Yakuza, I think, are looking for old Yakuza gold, and this character who was created for this story is killing them off one by one. And her name is Shadow. Y'all may know Shadow from the Arrow series. Completely different character. Shadow in this series, she has a freaking big-ass dragon tattoo all over her arm. And her father was in the war. And he was kidnapped by, you know, the higher ups and force slave and all that because of the war. But now she's come back to fucking put arrows in people who did that to her family and try to reclaim this Yakuza gold. And that's pretty much how the rest of the story goes. And Green Arrow's there. I mean, Green Arrow's, he goes full on murderer in this story. But you know what? This is gonna be a short video because that's pretty much the gist of the story. And then at the end, apparently there was no Yakuza gold. Everyone spent it all, and at the end they're on this cliff, right? And I think Shadow left, and Green Arrow and this guy's like, here's the money, just take it, and Green Arrow just takes it and walks away and leaves the guy. And I'm like, that's not, what the fuck? Why would he leave that guy? It's very odd. Like, Green Arrow in this story is a very odd character, and this is pretty much, this is post, I want to say Infinite Crisis. Yeah, Crisis on Infinite Earth and Infinite Crisis. Yeah, this is post Infinite Crisis, I believe, where everyone had to get dark, gritty, cool, and hip. And so this is the dark, gritty, cool, and hip version of Green Arrow, which I was a fan of. I like the Longbow Hunter story, but then I started reading Rose run on it, and I didn't really enjoy it. But maybe y'all enjoy it. Let's be on the characters. We got Oliver Queen, aka Green Arrow, and he's more or less the same, except he's a cold-blooded killer in this. Well, he really doesn't crack jokes in this. Like, Green Arrow is a wise guy. He's just a jackass. He's a social justice guy. Like, he cares about the people, and in this, he really cares more about killing the people who tried to kill Black Canary. And you know what? I love Green Arrow. I'm a social warrior. I'm gonna fight for the people. I like that Green Arrow. That one's a good Green Arrow. The TV series doesn't do that. They got their own thing, so I don't complain about that. So that Green Arrow's more of a dark, murderous character in this, is pretty much. Then we move on to his counterpart, Black Canary, who, wow, she gets freaking destroyed in this story pretty much. Like, she cuts her hair down the black to fit in, and she wears a blonde wig, or she always had black hair and she always wore a blonde wig. It's very weird. So yeah, in this story, in a future story, she gets raped, and she has to go to like a psychiatrist, and they both have to go like marriage counseling and shit like that. It's very dark, and I don't particularly like this take on Green Arrow or Black Canary. Like, this was an Elseworlds story. It's supposed to be an Elseworlds story. It's supposed to be different, and I like it for what it is. I didn't like the continuing story because that's too dark for a Green Arrow character. Like, wait, even the TV show doesn't get that fucking dark. I don't even think, have they ever mentioned the word rape in that show? I'm pretty sure they have, at least once. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I found something I didn't want to find. Okay, then we got Shadow, who is basically killing these people left and right who killed her father, pretty much. I might be wrong about that. I'm probably not wrong. But she's trying to kill these people who have the Yakuza gold and who killed her father, I believe. But she really doesn't get that much character development. She really doesn't get that much character development like she does on a TV show. I'm sorry I keep comparing it to a TV show, but I have to because TV show took a lot of inspiration from this particular book. But this particular story really didn't do anything with Shadow. It wasn't until later iterations like Rebirth and New 52 where they actually did something with Shadow. But this story really doesn't do anything with Shadow. And then we got, I forgot what his name is, but there's this character, he's a cop, like Quentin on the TV show, but his name ain't Quentin. And and Green Arrow's trying to be friends with him, but this guy's like, no, I'm not going to be friends with you. You're a murderous psychopath. I'm going to bring you down. Pretty much. He wises up eventually. But, yeah, that's pretty much all. And then you got the bad guys who don't even fucking matter. They're triads, pretty much. But Yakuza, whatever you want to call them. I think I pretty much gave you the gist of this story. I hope I did. But it's a great story. I recommend going pick it up. But I don't recommend go picking up the rest of the series because you will be traumatized. don't like at all that iteration of Green Arrow, except for an Elseworld. Like, it's good by itself, but if you continue on with it, it starts to fail. That's why we will be talking about Dark Knight Returns eventually, all three of them in just one show. We're gonna murder that. You know what? Before the premiere of Gotham, I will fucking do an Elseworlds talking about Dark Knight Returns 1, Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight Strikes Again, Dark Knight Master Race. But yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. But next week we are going to be talking about Superman Red Sun. I hope y'all gonna enjoy it. We were going to talk about Red Sun this week, but I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around it. It's very difficult. But it's a great story. I love it, and I can't wait to talk about it. If y'all have any Elseworlds stories y'all want me to talk about, or you know of DC, and you've always wanted to know what that story was about, or it's like a screenshot from this, like it's a screenshot from Google Play, email me at arkham3210@gmail.com to let I'll see it, I'll look it up, and if I like I'll probably do it eventually, so email me there, and I'll leave it down in the description down below. Email me there, send me an Elseworld image off Google Images or anything, or any image thing. I'll look at it, I'll look it up, I'll read it, and I'll do it, pretty much. That's how this show's gonna work, because I have a hard time finding Elseworld stories that are actually fun, and we will talk about, the traditional Gotham by Gaslight. I'm trying to think of another one. I think I'll do. I don't think Swamp Thing has an Elseworld story. I would like to do a Swamp Thing because I really like Swamp Thing. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm Kyle Arkham. I will catch y'all next week on another episode of Elseworlds every Wednesday. Peace.